collectibles and cultures like you have never seen. D1 and only spinning tales so grand. From Marvel to DC, she is a digital fan. Raven takes the stage with insight so keen. She brings a perfect balance to the entire team. Get your comics ready, your collection's on display. From action figures the fans love to play. The biggest pro steps onto the stage. With his joyful laughter, the fans are all the rage. From his comedic charm to his biggest heart, he brings the vibes from inside and out. He leads with love, and that's without a doubt. Welcome to virtual radio, where the fandom grows with D1 and only Raven, the biggest bro. We dive into comics from pages to screens. Comics and cultures like you have never seen. Get ready, kick back, and enjoy the show. This is virtual radio.
And we are live! Welcome to virtual radio, ready. Oh! And it's your boy, the biggest bro. Oh! Back at it with episode number 41, baby. Let's go. Man, only 11 more, and that'll be a full year of shows every single Tuesday. I want to thank everybody that's been here, that you're here now, that you're watching back on the replay. Let us know you're in the building. Put in the comments. Give me the energy. I need your energy tonight. But first and always, this show is not. We are regular people with regular opinions, and guess what, guys? Opinions can change. But I am not the only one here. I have two wonderful co-hosts. First, introducing the D1 and Oled.
What's up, everybody? Good morning, or good night, or good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, whether it's the Northern Hemisphere or the Southern Hemisphere. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, it's going to be a great show. We're going to have two awesome special guests later on. And yeah, I can't wait. So there's a lot of stuff happening this weekend coming up. So we're going to be talking about that, as well as many other drops and things dropping and incoming this week. So yeah, stay tuned. But first, before we continue, let's bring in our favorite bird from the north. We have Raven.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Thank you everyone for joining us today. I'm excited as well. I've been doing some comic reading this morning. I can't wait to dive into them and chat about it. But before we get into that, we do have a supported giveaway today from Vivi. So thank you, Vivi, for that. To enter, simply put hashtag addicted to collecting in the chats. And our StreamYard giveaway tool will pick a winner later in the show.
Let's go. Thank you, Raven. Yes. Addicted to collecting. And please, everybody, if you could like, follow, and subscribe to Vivi on all their social platforms. They are on Discord, X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And we are proud Vivi affiliates, partners, all the good stuff. And also, please like and subscribe to our channel as well. We have one for virtual radio, as well as True Media. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So thank you everybody for being here, and just want to give a shout out to everyone that's here. We have first Pasternak. What's up? He's saying hi to everybody. All right. Yes, smash those likes. We also got Raven. Hey, Raven.
Hi.
We've got Hinano. Let's go. It's on fire. Let's go, Hinano. And we got Hippie. He's right on time. We also got Flexi. He's second. I'm not sure, but you're here. So thank you for being here. We also got Dr. Strange. Let's get it. What's up? Let's see. Oh, we got Backdoor Kicks. Let's go. Thank you for being here. We have Ricardo. Hola, buenos dias. We also got Kiwi. Kia ora, morning fam. Good morning, Kiwi. And we got Fro Bro. Let's see. You are a bird? No, I am not a bird, but we do have a bird in the house.
You mean penguin?
Yeah, penguin. It's a parakeet.
Hey,
Falcon?
Oh,
bird
yeah.
blindness is epidemic.
Yeah, it is. It's global. We have Majin. Hola, Raven.
Hola.
And Hinano's telling me I'm connected. Oh, I checked and I wasn't, but thank you for looking out. I double checked.
Let's go.
Let's see. We got Flexi, join the entire PB
Yeah.
team and welcoming our newest partner. Yes,
Stay
we saw
bombastic.
that.
Introduced
Bombastic.
Welcome.
about an hour ago. Welcome to the party,
Welcome,
baby. Let's go.
welcome. Let's see. And we got C-Spill. Hey,
C-Spill.
fam. C-Spill, nice to see you. Oh, we got Shankster. Polly's cousin. What's up? And let's see. Oh, our bird here is, the minor bird. No, she's not a minor bird. Minor birds are irritating.
That is hilarious. Addicted to comic.
Collecting. Addicted to collecting is not long enough. Hashtag for the giveaway.
Next week.
Next
Oh
week.
my
All
God.
right. See, Kiwi
Okay.
wants the
Okay.
long hashtag. So let's go. Man, shout out to you, Backdoor Kiss. Thank you for doing
Thank you.
That's really
That's
awesome.
Thank you.
So,
And thank you everybody for being here. It's gonna be a great show.
let's go. I'm very excited about this week, guys. We have lots of comics to get into. So, you know what? Let's just jump into it. And we got some people, we got some special guests today. So let's go. Let's just jump. Let's go right in. Let's get into the list, starting with Marvel comics on our Marvel comic list. Remove that banner. First, we have Avengers number 31, Binary number 1, Eddie Brock Carnage number 9, Laura Kinney Sabretooth number 1, Long Shots number 1, Marvel Knights Punisher number 1, Marvel Knights The World to Come number 3, Marvel Black, White, and Blood and Guts number 1. We have Return to Planet Hulk number 1, Spider-Man and Wolverine number 6, Spider-Man 1994 number 2, Star Wars Han Solo Hunt for the Falcon number 2, Strange Tales number 1, The Amazing Spider-Man Torn number 1, The Amazing X-Men number 1, Ultimate Black Panther number 21, and World of Revelation number 1.
And from Dynamite, we have Athena number 2, Barbella number 9, Captain Planet number 6, Evil Ernie number 2, Harley Quinn, Ex Elvira number 1, John Carter, Warlord of Mars number 12, Lord of the Jungle number 9, Peter Cannon, Thunderbolt number 5, Prophecy number 2, Thundercats, Powerpuff Girls number 4. And from Humanoids, we have Ignited issues 6 through 10, Metal Hurlant Volume 2, Space Stairs Back number 2, Scare City, The Last Ones Book 1, Exodus, The Last Ones Book 2, Requiem, I don't know how to say that, The Last Ones Book 3, Resurrection, and then we have The Zombies That Ate the World Book 1, An Unbearable Smell, and then Book 2, In the Name of Love, Book 3, Pop Pop is Missing, Book 4, The Pope War, Book 5, Houston, We Have a Problem, and then Book 6, Extinction to the End.
The end. Let's go.
All right, and for DC Comics, we have Absolute Batman number 13, Action Comics number 1091, DCKO number 1, Batman and Robin number 26, Batman The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween number 9, Batman Dark Patterns number 11, Superman The Kryptonite Spectro number 3, Supergirl number 6, Green Lantern Corps number 9, Aquaman number 10, Batman Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice number 4, CORT Children of the Round Table number 2, John Kent This Internship is My Kryptonite number 14, Harley Quinn in Paradise number 38, Warriors and a Wee Wonder number 14, Taste of Justice, number 14. Aquaman, Yoho, Hold On to Your Hook, number 14. And My Little Warlord, number 14. Wow, there's a lot of number 14s. Okay. And for Image Comics, we have Transformers, number 25. The Power Fantasy, number 1. The Sacrificers, number 16. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 321. Everything Dead and Dying, number 2. Falling in Love on the Path to Hell, number 10. Blood and Thunder, number 6. Farmhand, number 26. The Unchosen, number 4. Super Creepshow Special, number 1. Free Planet, number 6. And Death to Pachuco, number 1.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we do have some comics out this week. Raven, did you have one that you were in particular looking at?
I do. So, I feel like, getting close to Halloween, it's, zombie time. I love zombies. Been watching a little bit of the Marvel zombies. And so I went with From Humanoids, The Zombies That Ate the World. And this is I believe, 6-part series. So this takes place in Los Angeles in 2064 in a world where humans have to live along with the living dead. A new job opportunity arises. Zombie catcher. Carl, his sister Maggie, and his Belgian friend Freddie all embrace this career in hope of making easy money. Unfortunately, the job is not that simple. Not only are the dead still walking, but they also have a terrible stench and an awful sense of humor. As a matter of fact, zombies just don't care about anything as their lives are behind them, and they now have an eternity to enjoy what is left of the world. Carl and his team will quickly find that the fact out that as they end up surrounded by all sorts of ghoulish freaks. And I did check out a couple pages of this, and it is kind of funny because the grandpa Pop is there just sitting on the kids, and the dad has to or sitting on the couch, and the dad has to come in and scold his kids for shooting Pop. But he's already dead.
It's very interesting. It's not quite it, but the art style kind of reminds me of like a Captain Underpants.
And there's a little silly humor kind of like that too in it.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then for Dee, did you have one that you wanted to go over? I saw the private chat. I got you.
Yes. So of course I had this totally prepared. I chose Harley Quinn X Elvira number 1. So there's also kind of like a Halloweeny pumpkin thing to it too. So this one is The Mistress of the Dark meets Daddy's Little Monster. What happens when the clown princess of crime gets bored? Shenanigans, hijinks, grievous bodily harm. The possibilities are endless. Now add in a certain macabre-minded TV host who seems to attract trouble like Crips attract vampires. And the stage is set for the greatest team-up since Frankenstein met his bride. With her beloved show on the chopping block following a corporate takeover, Elvira needs to come up with a plan to get things back in the black. And her new friend, Harley Quinn, has an idea that's just crazy enough to work. Together, they're going to throw the greatest Halloween party Brooklyn has ever seen, whether the borough likes it or not. So written by Amanda Connor and Jamie Palmiotti, the world-famous tag team of all things Harley Quinn, this crossover event for the ages from Dynamite and DC Comics also showcases Amanda's fan-favorite artistic chops, with each issue featuring 2 Connor covers. And that's not all. She's also joining interior artist and Elvira's favorite, Juan Samu, to provide selected story pages for the series. Oh, very cool. Yeah, so I was looking at the variant covers.
There's 53. There's 53 different covers. Okay, thankfully this isn't. I'm choosing to collect like I am with Deadpool Batman because geez, and these covers look pretty good. Mm-hmm. I love all the different type of art styles.
Yeah.
See, this is like a
look at his license plate, Batgirls.
Dude, and
I love this one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They would have some epic adventures, right? Like just mischief, right? Like that's just says it all right there. It's awesome.
Yeah.
53 covers. I've been clicking covers since you've been talking, D, and it's still going.
It's still going.
Free.
There's more.
There's more.
Yeah, I really like the black and white stuff recently.
Yeah. Oh, that one's really cool.
Yeah, this one is cool. Very
Get
on
the
the
Bewitched
broomstick.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, I like that.
Love it.
Yeah, that's a cool comic, man. And you know what's funny? I had that picked out because I kind of knew. See, I know my people.
You're too good, big bro. Too good.
Today, I'm going to be going over DCKO, a very exciting DC comic event that's happening. The Heart of Apocalypse has transformed Earth into a hellscape in preparation to the return of Darkseid. The end of the DC universe is here. And this one also has a bunch of covers, 35. I know a lot of people are going over that the blind bags, trying to get those, man. Lots of cool. Look at that. See, Jason Momoa.
I was gonna say, like, he looks like Jason Momoa.
This is Jason Momoa.
That's like a zombie. Or like a wrestler.
This is hilarious. Let's go.
A zombie wrestler.
I like that one. Batman versus
Ooh.
Superman. A fight is tale as old as time, right? Like, you know,
Whoa,
Darkseid, Jim Lee, fire in the eyes, baby. Let's go. We got some wrestling variants in
Oh, he's got
here.
him in a chokehold.
Then,
Oh, nice.
the girlies fight. Then Shazam!
Oh, wow. Haven't heard this.
I like this
Oh,
one.
this is nice. Atlases, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, nope, I don't want that.
Are you
See,
looking at me?
Superman look at me like that, like, you got it, bro. Look, you got it.
I surrender.
Oh, man.
This
I
one
like
is pretty cool, too.
The Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
We got the Mark Spears with Darkseid on here.
Oh, that's different. Oh, this is nice. Well, this one's got a lot of covers, too.
Yeah. That's Hangman Adam Page. And for all my wrestling fans, let's go. Fighting Lobo, which is, you know, it's a hard one. I like this one here. This one.
Oh, yeah.
So many
Oh,
covers,
yeah,
man.
this
So
one.
many covers. Like this is where it's dangerous, right? Like then like I have to see another freaking Greg Capullo, dude. These sketch ones are so evil because it costs so much money to complete your collection. How do I know? I have to have it. So I went through it. But yeah, it's really cool. You know, the blind bag is here now, guys, and people are really liking the blind bag, trying to, you know, chance for these exclusive foils and stuff like that. So yeah,
Very
lots
nice.
of cool variants.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh,
Let's
there's still
go.
more. Hold on. My bad. Oh, that's what the blind bag looks like.
Hmm.
I should be getting like 5 in here. Don't ask me
Wait.
how.
I was like, oh, he's
I've been shopping again,
nice
okay?
collection.
If I had hair, you would see my hair wave. Shopping. All right, and we're going into the digital comics that are coming out this week on, I think, Thursday, right? This is the Thursday comic.
Yep.
Evermind number 4. Evermind number 4 for $6.99. We have a beautiful common cover right there. We have the uncommon right there. The rare. The ultra rare. Ultra rare looks perfect.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
And the secret rare. Secret rare looks nice too. I'm not gonna lie. Secret rare looks nice too. Let's look at the edition sizes. It's going to be a total of 888. So nice number right there. With your lowest number being usually it has first 87. 87 is your first available mint. Right there. So good luck to everybody on that. 888 editions. It has a good chance, I believe, of selling out. Only 38 of the secret rares. So,
okay.
yeah, if you're an Evermind fan, another feast for your soul. And then, of course, we have The Addiction coming out October 10th. And, yeah, we're going to have our guest here today. But we have a VV exclusive right there, that on that common right there. We have the yellow touch right there. We have the rare right there. We have the ultra rare. Which is
That's my favorite.
black and white, right? Like, man, isn't it funny how it just changes just with just a black and white, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have this really nice secret rare right there with our guy. We'll talk about the chronic a little bit later, all right? But yeah, man, very excited for this drop. Addiction, so this is going to be the second set of stories. We already got our first set with the first 3 episodes, and then now we're going to go into these new characters, and I can't wait to get into it. All right, and then I believe that takes us to our first commercial break. Here we go, and a word from our sponsor.
Worn out shoes on a gravel road, carrying dreams with a heavy load. Sunset fades, but the heart's still strong. Every step's where we belong. Through the doubts and the long hard nights, we find our way. Keep on, we're holding tight, chasing life through the endless fight. No giving up when the world feels gone. This is our life, we just keep moving on. Ooh. Cold runs dry, but we rewrite the lines. Building coffee cups and a late night home. True's the place where the real ones come. From broken plans to the things we made, we rise again with each mistake. Keep
Let's go. We got a couple shows coming at you next year. We're working on developing our stuff. First with True Life. What does your AI assistant do when you're not there? We're going to go into that. And then, of course, we have our new guy, Forever Man, popping in on your YouTube stream. So make sure you look out for that. Our guy, Hanama, is just cooking up, chefing up some beautiful things. Let's go. All right, let's continue with our drops that we're going to go over this week. We have Evermind the Mech Bobo coming out this week for our New York Comic Con exclusives right there. We have 2. We have the silver and the copper, both for 25 Jimmies. How many editions are going to be? 888, just like the comics. So very exciting there. First available edition this time is going to be number 6. So All you Evermind fans, you get a Meg Boba. I know lots of people were in the Ape Gang in the beginning of this thing, so maybe it's have a comeback. Let's go. And then we have our one-of-one auction, this Venom 250. Mark Brooks just, it looked good. This one looked good. I wish I could have this one-of-one starting bid at 1,500 Jimmys. Make sure you get in there, all of you people that are in the market for Venom 250. And of course, we have our big one right here, the AT-AT 50 Jimmys. We have the different edition sizes here. We have the common, which is going to be the March of the Empire. Wait, no, my bad. Yeah, March of the Empire right there. And the common is going to have, it's going to be 3,880 editions there. We have the special edition there, which is going to be your static one right there. It's going to be called Hoth Deployment. That is going to be your chaser. And then you guys can craft up to Frozen March of the Empire right there. And the edition sizes on that one is going to be 1,980 editions there. So, yeah, fully operational. You can be really interactive with this thing. You know, I know a lot of people are kind of scared with the 50 gem price, but for which you're getting what you paid for, you could tell there's a lot of work that was put into this. So yeah, very excited to see what this does in our marketplace. Let's go. And with that, you also get a really cool diorama with Hoth right here for, I believe it's 40 Jimmys right there. I believe the base does shoot. It just shoot lasers and stuff like that. 1,980 editions on that also. So, yeah, really cool. You get the AT-AT laying down there and everything like that. I really like this diorama. Right there.
Yeah, look at snow.
Snow.
Have it.
And then last but not least, we have our speeder bikes coming in here. Let's go. We have 1,983. We have this nice little secret rare right there with our guy on there, the patrol man right there. Snow Patrol.
Snow Patrol.
Snow Patrol. Yeah, so cool. And then last but not least, on our big finale, we have Sam Wilson Marvel Metallic Red. Continue our Metallic Red series. 555 editions. Their first available edition is number 21 right there. It does not look animated, but it looked good.
It does look good.
Look at his abs.
Let's go. And then from our friends from Elmont X, they have a Scooney Boy, their first blind box drop right here. Scooney X, the icons. First blind box, really cool. They also have official collection. So there's two different things that are happening right here. They do have an article on Medium. Make sure you guys check that out. They're starting their new tier list. They have regular, rare, secret rare, and legendary. So yeah, and then you have a chance for a one-of-one physical that can be painted. So shout out to everybody.
I love that.
Right?
Very nice.
Very
And then
nice.
we have the Sidekick kiosk is back, baby, from Fanable, selling all their CGC graded comics. CGC actually posting them out this week, so that's really exciting. Let's go.
Cool, yeah.
For $49 a case, you get a chance at maybe getting Daredevil number 1, X-Men number 1, Ultimate Fallout number 4, all these wonderful comics in a blind box edition. So shout out to Fanable. Make sure you're getting your pulls in there. Then, of course, we have New York Comic Con. Everybody's really excited. We have our friends from V-Friends, have all these exclusive things that are happening there. They have collaborations with different comic books, with Funko, with they have mini stickers, exclusive pins, friend caps. So everybody's head out to New York. Be very excited. Lots of exclusives are coming your way. Also with McFarlane, he sent a nice little video out there of nice thank you for the sellout show that he had, where it's just buy the booth, and basically he breaks down the San Diego Comic Con booth. People buy different stuff off of it. So that was really cool of him there. Then we have Funko introducing their new line called the Funko Fun Squad. We're going to turn that music off because I don't
No
want
strikes.
strikes.
No strike today.
But yeah, there's another blind box. So everybody's going with the blind box mechanics now. So there you go, all my Funko Pop fans. Now you get
Nice.
dabble into the fun squad. Let's go. 6 different collectibles for your buying box. Pleasure with a, ooh, it looks like a 7th secret one. There you go. And we made it through the collectibles. Super fast. Why did I go super fast? Because I am very excited to have our 2 guests here today. We do have the co-creators of the Addiction comic with us today. I'm very excited to go over the stuff with them. So, are we ready? Are we ready for this?
So ready.
So ready. I saw someone else in the back studio getting ready. Like,
Let's
oh, I'm dumb.
I love this energy, baby. Let's go. I love the energy. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to, if I get there it is. Let me introduce you to the co-creators of the Addiction. We have Vincent Zurzolo and Mr. David Quinn. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
How are you guys doing today?
Are you guys ready to get addicted?
Oh,
Already
yeah.
addicted.
I'm already.
I just want more.
I like it. That's awesome.
Man, first off, thank you guys for coming on. I know you guys are doing the whole tour, and I thank you for sharing your time with us, especially before a big weekend for you guys, right?
Yeah.
I think kind of New York Comic Con has to be kind of special for you guys because it's the kind of the origin of where this addiction came from.
you got it.
And listening to you guys' interviews from the past couple of days, this project started in 1996 and now is coming into fruition. Like, how is that experience been, and how has it been that it's been received so well?
Dear partner, would you like to take this one? Because you know I can talk for miles and not answer everything.
We are, humbled by the reaction, and it encourages us to do more and more. And we're constantly trying to elevate our story and elevate the fun things that go along with the story, the collectibles and all that. The whole experience. We're fans ourselves, so we love it. We love being the instigators.
I was
We have we could do this for a long time. So
I was just lamenting myself, saying, I wish I had more time to read comic books, and I'm just running around all the time. But I was really excited to finally got our new The Addiction, The Touch #1 in print in my hands 2 weeks ago. And I sat home at night and I read it, and I was just so happy. There's nothing like holding your very own comic book that you've helped create and write and market and publish, and every little nook and cranny of the book has gone through your hands and through your brain. We really think we have got a fantastic continuation of our story for Nicky Tino and Enzo and this cast of villains, and the world is growing around us with this second series with an introduction of different characters. Some we don't know if they're friends or foes, but some are definitely foes. It's fantastic, and we're premiering it at New York Comic Con. We're going to be at booth 3537. For anybody out there who doesn't know about the addiction, I guess let me give you the quick elevator pitch. I'll try to do this as fast as I can. The story of the addiction is the story of Dr. Nicky Tino. She's a doctor who's dedicated her life to fighting drug addiction. She's become so famous that the local mafia in New York City puts a hit out on her. She's bad for business. They want her out of business. They kidnap her, shoot her up with a cocktail of designer drugs, and leave her for dead. And she does die. But later, the chemicals mixed with the blood in her body bring her back to life. Now she's got a second chance at life and a very uncanny ability. From her slightest touch, she can inject any type of drug into a person's body, and thus begins the adventures of the addiction. So that's our story in a nutshell, and it just goes from there. And yeah, it's fantastic. It did start in 1996, and we were I was sitting there trying to figure out what's my purpose on this planet. And I thought maybe I wanted to be a comic book artist. So I bought a drafting table and I sat down every day and I was drawing, and I wasn't very good, but I kept drawing. And then one day I had this giant pad and I drew this wraith-like character in a zoot suit and wrote the addiction, and I drew a little syringe, and then I wrote out this origin. And I thought, this is kind of cool. I might have something here. And David, who was already an incredibly established writer in the world of comic books, with Faust, he and Tim Vigil did one of the first horror, gothic, very adult comic books, and it was a blockbuster hit. And he and I had met one another at conventions, and I always thought he was a super cool guy. And I walked up to him one day and I told him about my idea, and he found it intriguing and was nice enough to take pity on this young, naive man who thought he was the only person in the world who had a comic book idea. Fast forward a little bit. We decided that there were so many male characters in the world of comic books. Wouldn't it be cool to change this and have the addiction be a woman? So Detective Nick Otino becomes Dr. Nikki Tino. And we fleshed out the story from there. David and I became partners on the comic book. And actually, believe it or not, we have an entire first issue from back then that never went to print. It was drawn by Aletha Martinez, who is a fantastic artist, Eisner Award-winning artist. Back then, she was a protege of an intern for Joe Quesada. And David and I came up with this really fun story. And then it got shelved because we didn't think the time was right. Fast forward, we're during the pandemic. Every day here in New York City, you felt like could be your last day. If you touched something and then touched your face, you could die. And I remember one morning waking up and saying to myself, if I died tomorrow, what would I regret not doing with my life? And the first thing that popped into my head was the addiction. And actually, that piece of art you're showing right now is the first cover ever drawn for the addiction back in 1996 by Aletha Martinez. We thought it was so striking and so beautiful, and still didn't look dated. It has this really great look and feel to it, that we published this as one of our first covers for the first series, the addiction, the death of your life. So we during the pandemic, I woke up with that feeling. I called David. I said, I want to get back to work on the addiction. We agreed to do this. We first took an approach to do it rather than trying to like just fit a square peg into a round hole, a circular hole. We wanted to make sure that this fit, and we did it with love and caring and really massage the story the way it needed to be. And thank God I have such a great partner in David Quinn that we were able to take the old story, change it, update it, bring different characters into play, and come up with a fantastic 3-part series, which was our first miniseries. Now, what we decided to do, instead of continuing the numbering, we thought it would be a lot cooler to have a second miniseries. Just like, you see season 1 of a television show, season 2, or a movie has part 1, part 2, part 3. We thought the touch would be the sophomore comic book story for the addiction. And in this comic book, we are introducing a host of new villains and characters, and we've got so much in store. But before I say anything else, let me just also remind everybody, we're going to be at booth 3537 at New York Comic Con. We're going to have the Simone Bianchi covers. We're going to have the David Finch covers, and we're going to have Tim Vigil covers. These are fantastic A-list comic book artists. We're also right now have on sale the blue bags, which you see at the top of that webpage. The blue bags can only be purchased right now. You'll see they're listed for $1,000. But if you want to buy one, we're gonna give a code out right now. Bear with me a second. I'm gonna get the code up on my phone, and I'm gonna give it. If anybody'd like to buy that, you need the code to get the discount. So it's a 90% discount. So each one of these is only $100, and you get 3 comic books. One of them is signed by me and David. You'll get 3 different number 1s from the new series, all in the blind bag, as well as a redemption code. The redemption code, if you take it, and go to the Vivi site, you get a redemption for the Chaser, which is one of 3 BCG graded comics. And what is BCG? We created a new digital grading company called Blockchain Collectible Grading.
Love
And
it.
when you see them, they're really cool. Omegatron, mad shout out to Omegatron for designing this beautiful holder, and to Kyo Shinobi for coming up with the concepts.
Yeah,
But I'm
shout
going to
out
give you
to
guys the code. I'm going to give you guys the code right now. And the code
Already in the chat.
is, you got, yeah, it's all capitals, right? Silver dash 9x4k dash 27QT. I'll say that one more time. All caps, silver dash 9x4k dash 27QT. Now, what's really cool about this is our this redemption giveaway gets you one of these 3. Now, there's only 100. There's only 100 bags, and there's only 100 of these codes. You can get there's a 60. There are going to be 69.8s. There are 25 10s. And that's right. Our scale goes to 11.
Love it.
There
I
are
saw
15
that.
11s. 15 11s. You see them right there. And they're gorgeous. They're super
What's from
cool.
BCG? What's
Yeah.
Sorry.
I hear 2 Vincent.
so guys, anybody out there, there are still a few left. We're doing a preview to New York Comic Con where we're selling out just 50 of them. There's a couple of left right now. We're almost sold out, but I really wanted to give a special promotion to everybody that's listening to the show or that's following your show that can pick up a couple of copies of the blind bags, and we'll pull them for you guys and make sure that they're ready to ship next week. It's a really cool collectible, and as we all know, a lot of the Addiction collectibles, the gold logo, the silver logo, and the faces of the Addiction, along with the secret rares from the first series, all go for a tremendous amount over the initial offering price, or with the giveaways. Go find them. They're one of the most highly collectible VV digital collectibles in the market. You won't find many of those faces of the Addiction out for sale. I think the cheapest one was over $8,000, which means, maybe somebody doesn't really want to sell it. But with these, you're going to have true rarity, 60, 25, and 15. I don't think there's a lot out there that there's a smaller quantity of. We're also really important on Friday, October 10th, this Friday, I believe at 1 o'clock. It's either 12:30 or 1 o'clock. You got to forgive me. I'm a little all over the place getting ready for New York Comic Con, but we will have our digital drop on Vivi for the issue number 1 for the Addiction to Touch. And that's the Vivi blue cover with by Tim Vigil, which shows our first appearance of our character here called Chronic. And Chronic is a very, very interesting character. You're going to love this character. Now, just to give you an idea, this was based on the original drawing I did of the original Addiction. I showed it to Tim Vigil a couple of years back, and he came back to me and David with this wonderful gift. And that is the original Addiction. Now he's known as Chronic. This cover is by David Finch, one of my favorite contemporary artists and a fantastic person. He was so nice to come on board. He did this beautiful cover for us. We liked it so much, again, in black and white, that we printed a black and white copy. There's also a yellow copy, which I think you guys can show. Well, no, if you see that, there's a yellow version below. You see that yellow one? Yeah. So that's the other David Finch copy, and then there's also the VV red copy, which is to the right of the yellow. To the right of the yellow.
The red one.
Yeah, the red one. Nope, that's the Bianchi cover. But if you look at it's all right. There you go. That's it. So these are going to be in print at the VV booth and our booth. All the New York Comic Con print variants are $20 a piece. And then you have the Bianchis, you have the Bianchi white, you have the Bianchi red, and you have the Bianchi white with the VV, a very faint red background of the VV. And the VVs, there were only 100 of each printed. The other ones that we made are 150. Still all very limited for print runs. These are the New York Comic Con exclusives. You also, just in case anybody out there hasn't read the first series, the red blind bag is a great way to get started. So let me tell you what you get in the red bag. It has all the details, but you're going to get 3 comic books, and there's and a metal card, signed metal card from the
Oh,
first series. So you get the 1, 2, and 3, and a metal card. The minimum value on these
Catch
is
up
50.
instantly.
Sorry.
Catch up instantly.
Yeah, catch up instantly. Exactly. The minimum retail value on these is $55. We're selling them for $40, but the value goes up from there because in some of these there are metal comics, there are foils, there are embossed, there are signed comic books. So there's a big mix, and you have chances of getting different
wow.
ones. So it's a really great way to get caught up, and also makes a great gift for Christmas, for Halloween,
Hmm.
for
Perfect color
Thanksgiving. Are
for
there Thanksgiving
Christmas.
presents?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you could give somebody a complete series of a comic book, the beginnings of a comic book, and they'd be really excited. So the website is the addiction.co, the addiction.co. Anybody out there who'd like to pick up either the blue blind bags or a single issue or the red bags, you guys, and we have tons of CGC graded comics on the site, as well as all types of different Lux covers, embossed, UV, you name it, we got it. So
Look at
it's
the art
a
there.
lot of fun. And we also have the metal cards for sale as well. So there's a lot of great stuff, and prints.
Yeah,
Um,
I
I
need
gotta
that
say,
shirt.
I loved hearing your enthusiasm for the process of the story. And one
mm,
thing I want to underline here is that we never rest. we've always
Never.
we've always got to make it a story where we turn up the heat every time on Nikki.
Yeah.
Somebody said that storytelling is putting your character in the worst possible situation you could put them in and letting them work their way out. That's maybe what makes heroes. We all have moments like that. Nikki's having a time like that in The Touch. And all the stakes have been elevated. Her own emotional stakes in her own personal life, the journey she's on with her boyfriend, trying to make a life together, the journey she's on with her own past, her parents that she's no longer, her biological parents she's no longer with, and a relationship she had with her adoptive parents, which is a very important, relationship to her. But she's always got that question of she comes from 2 families. So, and then this character Chronic that we've been showing, we tease him a lot right now. You won't get to know everything about him right away, but right away you're going to get a sense that something's really changes when he and Nikki get in the same room together. It's like vinegar and water, or light and darkness, or something explosive waiting to happen. So we're having a lot of fun with that. He's the dark side of where Nikki finds the light in her power. He's the dark.
Mm.
Yeah.
I love
We're
the
we're
way.
sorry,
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry.
Yeah.
I love
No,
the
no,
way
no.
he looks, that character, because it's like
Yeah.
the candle. What do you call it? The candle wick almost.
Yeah,
In the
flame.
yeah, like
Yeah.
igniting. Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a strange
So
thing to tell people how to draw and color and all that. We have to figure out the rules of how these things work. Because if you make a scribbly drawing, it's like, oh, cool. It looks his head looks sort of like smoke and fire or an explosion, And when we had Brad Simpson color this piece, I said maybe we should make it feel like there's a psychedelic explosion behind it.
yeah.
And Brad's
Love
really
it.
good at pulling that out.
Yeah, all the small details just to like make it all pop, and it all works. Yeah, you guys have been cooking. Like when you were talking about the whole process, and even just like the blind bags to put all those like different things in those bags to get them all prepped. Like, yeah, there's no rest.
Yeah. And but
With that
you know,
from
it's
ourselves.
yeah, yeah, and you know
Yeah.
what? It's a lot of fun also because you're sitting there and you're going, "Oh, if I was a collector, I would love, getting a bag and not knowing which covers I'm going to get, but you're going to get the complete story and you get this really cool metal card. This it's kind of neat and it's fun and it's different. And we've seen that right now, they just released a blind bag from DC with the Batman #1, and that was very well received. So we really believe that this can be something also very special. Uh, and we're always trying to push the envelope with what we're doing. Our first series, we did something that I don't think has ever been done in comic books before. We had product placement for different food businesses. So In the number one issue, we had Grimaldi's. There's the cover. That was actually a poster for the Grimaldi's restaurant, where you could go into Grimaldi's at 20th and 6th here in Manhattan, and you could order the addiction special pie off menu, which was pepperoni, mushrooms, and truffle oil. The second issue was Nikki teaching her boyfriend how to eat soup dumplings, and we did a promotion with Mila Soup Dumplings, which is a frozen soup dumpling company, which David and his family actually order from, coincidentally, and they gave 15% off to all the people who went to the site and used the code. And then for the third issue, my favorite coffee shop in Manhattan is Culture, and they make the best chocolate chip cookies I think in the world. They're unbelievable. They're $5.25 for a cookie, but
Yeah, take a
two
note. Take a note when you're
two or
visiting.
three people could eat one of these cookies. It's that good and
Oh.
big. But the whole key here is I went over there and I said, "Hey, I'd love to incorporate our your coffee shop. Our character Enzo is a barista, and we'd love to have him work at Culture." And everybody was so receptive along the way. Everybody loves comics. Everybody was like, "Wow, you're going to immortalize my business in a comic book? That sounds so cool." So they jumped on board, and what the promotion was with Culture was really a fun one. You buy a comic book from us, you get a coupon card, and when you go into Culture, you bought a coffee and you get a free cookie. You buy any coffee, that's a $5.25 value right there. Which again, I know it sounds like a lot for a cookie, but oh my God, it's such a. I had one yesterday. One of my customers brought me one over, and that was my dinner last night. I had chocolate chip cookie for dinner. Um, so with this new series, we're also trying to push the envelope in a different way. And the main villain in this story, his name is the Fever. And this guy started off back when I was 25 years old, coming up with these different villains, and then we realized we had to update this character, and David did such a fantastic job updating this character, coming up with a reason for how this guy's powers work. Yeah, that there he is, and basically that circular amplification system on his face, that's his
Yeah.
face mask. It shoots out music, and he's able to make people dance till they drop dead,
Mm.
and that is his power, and he is an agent of chaos let loose in New York City. And the first issue has him taking over the New York City subway during rush hour. And again, like this was such a cool character. It took me so long to come up with a look for this guy. I went through so many different ideas to get that face mask right. That face mask is actually a speaker that I found online and just thought it had such a cool look that we
Oh,
incorporated it into a face mask. The costume is supposed to almost be like a light show, like there's lights just streaming up and down his
mm.
suit.
That's
So
adorable.
and his origin is really cool. He's kind of like Captain America. He's a man out of time, and I don't want to give you too much because you're gonna explore a lot of this in the first the three issue series, but that should be a little bit of a taste for what we're getting ourselves into. And one of the inspirations, David, could you tell a little bit about the inspiration of from history for the Fever's power?
There's science and there's history. Science, people study the way that sound can aid in health and help like heal people and help relax people and help calm people's moods and minds. And then there's also, well, this guy has a lot of anger at the world. Um, and this you'll find this with all of our antagonists. They're quite often they have pretty spectacular abilities and powers, and they're not just brutal, stupid people. But what they are is they all seem to have sort of a resentment, that they didn't get their share, and so they're gonna take it. Because I think that's a very kind of interesting villain to have, because that person could still develop into an actual positive hero if they had the opportunity to. The only difference between them and Nikki Tino is she still wants to heal the world, whereas they want to have revenge on the world.
Hopefully, this
But
guy.
you mentioned history. Now, the other thing about the history is, and I studied this once and thought it was just absurd and fascinating. And Vincent also found it, and we've separately both had paid attention to it in the past. There's a European plague, which some people say began because of I think it was like rotten vegetables that were psychedelic because they had developed like a not penicillin, but they had developed something that would make you just like kind of be affected and mind altered. And there were people that caught what was called the dancing plague, and they danced and they danced and they danced. Some of them to collapse and death because they just couldn't stop moving. And so we thought we put all these things in a blender, whip it all up, and out comes this crazy guy who's also singing and dancing. And speaking of singing, he has a song which we're working on trying to bring you, and we should be able to tell you more about that next year.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was like,
Hopefully
are
this
we gonna
guy
get a sneak peek? Gonna sing for us today?
live rendition.
David wrote a really incredible song, and it's based basically on one of the characters in the backstory for Nikki. When Nikki was becoming more and more famous, helping all these different people to kick their drug habits, he helped a K-pop star. Well, was she a K-pop star or is she just a pop star?
I think she's sort of like there's a whole generation of people, basically my daughter's age, right, 19, 20, and they're all like so influenced by global pop things like K-pop and J-pop, but they're basically Americans, so they have their own sort of style to bring to it, and it's got roots in go-go and hip hop and rock and pop and K-pop.
Yeah.
So anyway, you're talking about Goodbye Kitty.
Goodbye Kitty is our pop star who Nikki helped her kick her addiction, and the Fever has commandeered this song and is taking control of the subway. It's pretty cool. It's crazy. Yeah.
Man, you guys have given us so much to digest, man. Just going off of just your first arc with the death of your life, just getting that reception from the people, and how you guys have been able to kind of cater your collectibles and drops to just really effectively be collectible, right? Like you said, the addiction, that logo is really, really rare. How much does the things that how your comic has been recepted, has it influenced you guys? Like the first comic did really well. The second comic, man, sold out within an hour, right?
34 minutes.
34 minutes, like that's so the hype is real. And then of course your character Nicotino, I mean, it's so deep what her power is. Like, she can use it, but it also affects her in a way, right? Because that's how drugs are. And it's just, and then like you said, her relationship with Enzo and trying to balance that out. Like, you went from, being like a drug rehab doctor to like essentially being a drug, and like, how do you help people out like that and stuff like that? Just, there's just so much, like there's so much that you guys have just like left there, but just how does it influence you guys when you're setting up new drops or new collectibles, right? Because like, I don't know about you guys, but I need a Fever collectible. I need a Chronic collectible. I need them flaming up, to sit there like cool, like,
We're working on all that stuff. It'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It's like I said at the beginning, we're fans ourselves.
yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, these kinds of digital collectibles did not exist when I was 14 and discovering comics, right? But I would ride my bike downtown and get that comic that I wanted, or a whole knapsack full of them in those days, and just like be a collector and be someone who was part of the hobby, share with friends, trade with people,
Yeah.
we love it.
So there's a great question that you asked, like, how are we influenced and how does it, sorry guys, how does it affect our ability to come up with new ideas? So one of the things we took away from the first series was what people liked and what we felt like we needed to continue to develop, and also, like David had said, punch it up a bit. So we want to create greater stakes. We want to move the story forward. There's a romance here between Nikki and Enzo, and we wanted to make sure we develop that. And every one of us has been in a relationship where, you're scared, you're not sure, you love this person, you're a little insecure about it. Everybody's gone through this type of thing, and our characters are no different. So you see this evolution of the character, this movement of the story. We're trying to push things forward, get an in-depth look into our origins. We got that from people. People love the comedy aspects of this, but also liked the serious aspects of it. So we try to keep a balance there as well. We've gone into the second series in the same way we did the first series, where we have these bookends. In the beginning and end of each story, there's a little flashback part of the story. So you get some insights into the characters. You see some things that they're a little bit out of time compared to the main story you're reading in the middle. And that was a device, a writing device that David had come up with, and I thought was really a great way to add depth, almost layers of an onion to unravel and get closer and closer to the characters. We didn't want this ever to feel like just some crazy comic book. We wanted it to have that crazy aspect to it, but we wanted it to be rooted in the sense that this could actually happen. I mean, maybe the powers couldn't, but everything else, every other aspect of this feels like the real world. That's part of the reason we based it in New York City, other than both of us being in New York. And New York is another character in the story as well. It's really a dream come true for me, and I would imagine for David, it's a very near and dear to his heart because we've incorporated certain aspects of his life and experience into the characters as well.
Yeah, it's very personal.
Yeah.
Mm.
You could definitely tell that it's personal and it's kind of like a passion project for you guys, right? Because like you said, New York is definitely another character in the story. Especially, I could tell, like, I think the connection that you guys had from the first series with restaurants comes from experience, right? Like it seems like, at least one of you had to work in the industry, because it seems like, you're pulling back, you're giving back to the places. Yeah. See, and I'm in the industry too. So like, I could tell, like, there's certain like little things that's like, okay, only somebody that knows about this has been here and has done this, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I grew up in the Italian restaurant business, and as an adult, I was an investor in a restaurant in Brooklyn that lasted about 7 years. So that was really cool. So yeah, and I love restaurants. I love food. David is a cook, just like I love to cook, and it was really important to incorporate food because food is such an important part of Nikki's life. Nikki is half Italian American, half Chinese American, two amazing cultures with an incredible storied history of food, probably two of the most popular cuisines in the world. So we incorporated different things like the soup dumplings and the pizza and coffee into the comic books. And the second series will have other things that we're going to introduce, and hopefully it'll be a lot of fun for people.
And we'll keep exploring new ways to do collectibles too, because we're learning about it. And, not everything we do is like a 100% left turn innovation from what's been done before. Sometimes it's just adaptation. So there are graded comic books. Well, wouldn't it be cool if there were graded digital collectibles? You just do like an adaptation into a new realm, and then new people can enjoy it in a new way.
I just want Raven to say what her favorite line was in your first series. She has a favorite. It cracked me up this morning because, like, I was like, "That's a pretty good one." So, yeah.
There's a few, but like I think one of my favorite scenes, if you guys can give me more information later on it, but was like the bedroom scene with I keep calling him Candyman. I know that's not his name.
Mr. Licorice.
But that scene, and I think that's one of my favorite things about the comics, is I feel like you're getting so many stories in once and it moves fast. You don't really know what's coming, but I love that whole scene. But no, my favorite line, I think it was around that time, or was it in the third one, where Nikki says, I think she says it to Enzo. She goes, "F me, Enzo. We got on an express train to Crazy Town." And I felt like that perfectly described that bedroom scene, because I felt like I was in Crazy Town watching the experience. But my question is, like, could I get a little bit of, behind the scenes on what is it like? Like, are you both sitting in a room together writing this stuff? Like, how do you even focus on, coming up with a story, and how many things didn't even make it in this story? I just could imagine it being chaos in that moment.
Uh,
Well,
yeah.
creative chaos, because sometimes
Yes.
we start saying a bunch of what ifs and have a conversation without even writing anything down yet, about what the story could feel like, how it would be different from another story, what would happen. And then you eventually have to break it down. And then we have sort of a process of sharing stuff back and forth to evolve first an overview, because comics are very economical. Nothing is accidental. Everything is very, very deliberate because you have such a limited space. So the overview will be pretty tight. And then from that, you can, take turns building dialogue that'll flesh it out. And, we like characters that are unusual. Like you've picked up on how Enzo and Nikki have their sort of unique love language together. And she's like a very intelligent woman, but she's also got sort of a quirky sense of humor. And you quoted a great line that shows her just like coming out and dropping that. But I like people that are willing to say things like that. So,
Same.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
what
So
else do you want to say, Vincent,
yeah,
about the
yeah, I was
process?
gonna say, so in the creative process and things like that, David and I will work together to plot out what we want the story to be. But I have to hand it to him. A lot of the dialogue and minutia, the little expressions and stuff, that's all coming out of that man's noggin. I mean, he's just it's pretty amazing when he comes back to me with the script, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh, this is really good. How do you do that?" That was, and it's also there's a lot to be able to structure a story and weave different aspects and different characters to get to the result you want later on. So introducing Mr. Licorice is a lot of fun. His sidekick pal Bet Noir. So to give you some background on him, also both from the 90s, Mr. Licorice was originally called the Twizzler, and
Oh.
he had these wrist gauntlets that shoot out super tensile licorice, and he had this long plume of red hair and this like black and white striped costume. The
Your
first person to
comics
ever
will give you a picture in the trade paperback.
yeah, the first drawing ever done by of the Twizzler was by an artist named Louis Small Jr., who was very famous in the '90s for doing Vampirella, and he was a friend
Mm.
and a really nice guy, and he drew the Twizzler. And when we went to start the series again, we realized we needed to see if we could actually use the word the Twizzler, and it was too close, to Twizzlers,
Twizzler.
and they actually had a trademark on a character like that for like if they were at a convention and had somebody dressed up as, I guess, a Twizzler. I don't know, but
Yeah.
we decided we needed to change it. I came up with Mr. Licorice. I wanted him to always be that kind of crazy, funny, weird villain, like something you'd imagine from the Batman TV series from the '60s. This mix
Definitely.
of the Joker, the Riddler, the Penguin, with henchmen that dressed up in candy-colored costumes, and he dressed up
Mm.
in candy-colored costumes and themed costumes, whether it be Christmas, Easter. We even just and for the second series, he's going to be. Well, I shouldn't tell too much, but
Oh,
there
whoa,
is
what?
Easter
he is
eggs.
Mr. Licorice will be back. You heard it. You heard it here first. I guess
We'll
I
take
just
you to his secret
I
lair.
I
Ooh.
dropped a little candy bomb.
Of course he has a
So,
secret lair. Of course he has a secret.
yeah, yeah. But the secret lair is based on a New York landmark.
Mm.
It's
Okay.
very cool, and yeah, we had so much fun with this series. I remember David and I were headed to Baltimore to Third Eye Comics to do a signing, and he dropped the script on me a few days before we went, and I remember reading it in the first issue, and I was just like so thrilled. I was so thrilled. I thought it was so good. And I know it sounds like, oh well, what else would a creator say? But a genuine feeling, of this collaborative effort, but also, taking a step back, and each one of us handles different aspects of the business, which that's what publishing a comic book is. And David's ability to just put words on paper or in the computer and create these really, really wonderful scenes and this great storyline. I really think that the more people that get to know the addiction, the more fans we're going to have. And again, we have that red blind bag that'll help you get the entire series on the addiction.co. We already talked about the blue blind bag, which gets you the redemption code. We're also doing the digital drop on Vivi on Friday, October 10th. There's so many great ways to get involved in the addiction universe, and we hope you guys will take a chance on us. That's the digital version of the addiction. It's a little different than the print version. And then you have the Vigil VV Blue version with holding the VV Blue, Chronic holding the VV Blue heart. Um, so, we always want to thank the VV community. They really embraced us and helped us get a great footing in the world of collectibles and comics. Um, the direct market is obviously wonderful. Getting out into comic stores, very helpful. But there's something very special. The VV community made our first convention appearance in 2023 at New York Comic Con. Such a thrill. I remember sitting at my desk over here 2 weeks before the show saying, oh my God, we've printed all these comic books. What if we get to this convention and nobody wants it? I mean, it ran through my head. I've heard from other creators that runs through their heads as well. But we got there and we had a 40-foot long line for the first
Wow.
3-4 hours of the convention. We sold out the number one, 6,000 copies in 1 hour, the number two, 4,500 copies in 34 minutes, and the number three eventually sold out. And we helped promote that with the gold logo, silver logo, and the Faces of the Addiction. So we're also working on some digital statues for the VV community, and so much to do. And I mean, I wish I just had like 24/7 to work on the addiction. I also run Metropolis Collectibles and ComicConnect.com. Metropolis
Mhm.
is the world's largest dealership for vintage comic books. Comic Connect is our auction and marketplace, consignment marketplace site. And we're buying, selling vintage comic books at the right around the corner from our booth at New York Comic Con, which is booth 3537 for the addiction, will be the Comic Connector booth. It's an end cap. We're not only going to have comic books and original art, but we're going to have movie props. We're going to have an Iron Man helmet, a Conan sword, a
Conan
blaster
sword?
from Star Wars, Gambit's playing cards,
Oh,
John Wick, the
Big
gold
bro,
coins from John
Gabby's
Wick.
playing card. Get out of here.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
flying there just for that, I'm sure now.
yeah,
I have
yeah.
to check in with the.
We're
the
having a fangasm here.
Yeah. So we love this stuff. David and I are true fans. We eat, breathe, and you know what, comic books. And in every aspect of my life, I love to have something to do with comic books. And I heard this really great interview with Jack Kirby. For anybody out there who doesn't know who Jack Kirby was, Jack the King Kirby was the architect, along with Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, of the Marvel Universe, but had a much longer career before that in the golden age of comic books, and is by far probably the most influential comic book artist creator in the world. So many of the great comic books were started from his pen. But what he said was really interesting. He said he really believes that we all need heroes. He said, and that's what comic books are. He said, without those heroes, without that escapism, just dealing with the reality every day, nonstop, would be unbearable. And I thought that was really poignant. And I really struck a chord with me, and I just wanted to share it with you all. So just think about that. A world without heroes, what would that be like?
and
Pretty miserable.
I want to touch on that, right? Because you guys are now inspiring and building those heroes, right? So now we have people cosplaying as your character. You're gonna start seeing
Oh,
people
I
now at
love that.
conventions, right? Like it's beautiful. And I was able to hear some of the stories of just how you guys affected different people just with your children's book, how it became like, you have like a niece now, right? Like, you adopted her. And it just you have a fandom. And it's like you said, when you were nervous when that first one, but you have to know now that, like, we're in this. You guys have created something that touches a lot of people. Like, for me, just because I came from kind of like a drug background with my mom and stuff like that, and this connects to me because how dealing with that relationship, right? Of just like how it could be up and down, and you'd be so proud and it taken away all of a sudden, and just dealing with that, right? And you guys are connecting with a lot of different people in a lot of different ways. And so I was wondering how is that feeling now that you guys are the people that are creating these heroes that people look up to, that people are inspired by, and now you're the inspiration behind new artists that are to come, new story writers, new collectors.
It blows my mind away to even hear you say anything like that, that we've had an effect like that, and it's really nice and humbling. If you don't mind, I just want to share one year at San Diego Comic Con. I was at a booth talking to a customer about this, and he said to me, I talked about Nikki's life, and he said, "Oh my God, I mean, I know somebody whose life is, parallels that. Nikki is the daughter of a broken home. Her mother was a drug addict. Her parents split up because of that." And she dedicated her life to fighting drug addiction so that no other child would ever have to feel the type of pain she felt when she was a kid. And this person said to me, he said, "This is incredible. I'm going to tell you soon, who the person in my life is." And I thought I gave him my card. I thought he was going to call me, after the convention. He swung back around 10 minutes later with his wife, and literally she shared how this comic book paralleled her journey, and she dedicated herself to being a social worker to help people with drug addiction. And I believe, David, you had something similar to that. So it's really incredible to even imagine these types of things happen, and any type of positive influence we can be out there. We want people to know we're not trying to say do drugs. They're quite the opposite. Nikki's trying to help fight the war on drugs. Yeah, so it's very nice to hear those types of things. And anytime we can be any type of positive inspiration in the world, it just makes it all that much better.
I wrote an essay once called "Dreaming in Public" about cosplay because I got sick and tired of some of my comic arts friends. I don't know whether it was from jealousy or just not getting as much attention or whatever, but they started to resent certain parts of the fandom. And fandom has got as many different kinds of things as there are different races of people. There's lots of different kinds of fans. It's not only one type of fan. So we're not all here just because we write and draw comics or read comics, because some people are dreaming in public, becoming the hero of their own life and creating that. And to me, that was like, that is as powerful thing about fandom as anything else you can do. And some of those people, maybe they don't wear a costume, but they become teachers or mentors. And so that I love seeing that.
Yeah, and you showed a picture of Clarissa, who is our number one cosplayer. But a couple of years ago, one of my close friends, she came to our house on Halloween dressed as Nikki Tino. And it was like so cool to see. And by the way, this Thursday and Saturday at booth 3537, a dear friend of mine is going to be our addiction model, and she'll be dressed in a classic Nikki suit and tie. And she's a knockout, and she's just another in a long line. Every year we try to bring in a different model, somebody to really draw people in, to bring the character to life. We've had people dressed up as Mr. Licorice, Bet Noir. I hope one day we'll have a guy dressed in a fever costume. That would be really cool. And who knows, maybe Chronic with the smoldering head. Who knows? We have to figure that one out.
And I know it's present tense, so we're prepping for it and we're living it 24 hours a day right now. But I mean, it's not just about New York, because I know we got readers all around the world, and we love that. So if you maybe will be in New York, come see us, come talk to us. We'd love that. Buy a book if you want to. And if you aren't in New York, well, meet us somewhere else. Bring
Yeah.
us to your live stream. Get in touch with us through the book or the website or my blog
Yeah.
or Comic Connect or Metropolis. I
Yeah,
mean, just find us.
And the other thing, we have brought the addiction to conventions all over the country, all over the world. We've been to LA, the WonderCon, Chicago C2E2, OAX in Florida, what else? San Diego Comic Con we've set up, and we've also had sales and presence at the Lake Como Art Festival in Lake Como, Italy. So we're everywhere we can possibly be, and we're trying to promote and drive a wedge through the clutter that is the Marvel and DC characters who we love, but it's got to be room for the independents, and we're one of those independents.
Next up is Canada and Hawaii.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Please.
And bring some
Yeah.
cookies with you.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how I don't know how you gentlemen are doing on time, but I do have one pressing thing, and he hasn't been mentioned, and I need to know what's up with Joey friggin' Calamari, huh?
Calamari.
He's the gentleman hitman. He's a gentle old soul. He's an older guy. He thinks he should be a made man by now, but unfortunately, he's still a freelancer. And he just tries to live with that and do his best day by day.
Yeah.
And he's one of those characters that we have who's sort of like, well, that's technically a villain, but he might actually be helpful sometimes.
Yeah.
So we love characters like that.
So this was another character that I came up with way back in '96, and again, David and I collaborated on this to really reinvent him for a modern day. In the old comic book series, he was actually a very young, handsome-looking guy, had a cool hairstyle, and David said, like, why don't we make this guy look a little bit withered and add a story to him? David came up with the backstory of he was adopted by a family in Sheepshead Bay, which is known for fishing, Sheepshead Bay, New York, in Brooklyn, and brought up in the a seafood restaurant business. And he basically has 4 arms. And I remember I was walking on Broadway and 36, and David and I were on the phone, like, how do you get these 4 arms? How do you get these 4 arms? And then I came up with this idea that when he was in the womb, he was twins, and his twin absorbed the other twin. That's why he has 4 arms. But there's also another part of this which we're not going to really touch upon in this story, but I'm going to give your listeners a little bit of a secret tidbit. So he's kind of a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing, whereas the other twin is still in his body, and every once in a while you'll see the imprint of a face push out through his chest, his back, and you get this kind of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of thing going on. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? What's the struggle here? Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? And it adds a certain layer to this. And part of the inspiration for that, I kept envisioning from Total Recall with Schwarzenegger, with Kawatu. Open your mind, Quaid. Open your... So like this kind of like body, this head popping through somebody's torso a little bit. And yeah, he's an interesting character. And David added the friggin' to his name, which is really great. And now he's referred to as Joey friggin' Calamari. Yeah.
It was funny because I was looking at the cover, and I was like, his name is Calamari. He has to have 4 arms, right? That would be so cool. So I'm glad that like it's not just like a motion thing.
Yeah,
he actually has 4 arms. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's just a drawing. We can do whatever we want.
And yeah, I also want to just say another a mention of all the different creators that were involved in the second series so far. We're back to do the interior artwork is Claudia Balboni, and we really love the idea of having continuity from the first series to the second series. I remember as a kid when I'd buy a comic book and I'd love the art, and then they change it to the next issue and they change the artist. And it just threw me out of the story. So having that continuity is really wonderful. The other thing, we have incredible colorist Brad Simpson, who does a ton of our color work for our comic books, and he is just brilliant. He did the Finch and the Vigil cover. Simone Bianchi did the painted covers, but also our letterer David Sharp, who brings another level to the comic book. That David Sharp is just such a brilliant letterer, the lettering actually takes on a characteristic all its own. It's another character in the story, and really punches up and elevates every scene where he does something special with that. So we are very, very blessed to have such a great team around us. And again, I sing this man's praises quite a bit. David is also a blessing, as a business partner, as a creative partner. We work really well together. We complement one another in different ways, and very, very grateful. I can't say it enough. I don't see how this project would ever have taken fruition without his guiding hand in so many different ways.
I love that. Many hands, many different creative minds to just bring this masterpiece together. Awesome job.
Yeah,
Love it.
thank you. David and I are the Joey Calamari of creators.
And we really appreciate you guys helping us meet new people, find old friends, and talk about our story. It's fun for us.
Sure.
Yeah, you can see that.
You can see that, and I just really want to applaud you guys. You could tell that there is a long, loving friendship between you two, and you could tell the passion that you guys have in this project. And I think that's why it's successful. People can tell when people are passionate. They could feel that feeling, and and every time I see you guys promoting your book, talking about it, it oozes out of you. Right, like this, it does. It really does.
That's a great point.
Yeah, and you guys really bounce off of each other, and 30 years of friendship, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's something like that should be definitely cherished. And yeah, man, it really pours out. Thank you guys for providing your time and stories to everybody in this community. I think we learned a lot throughout the whole days of you just promoting this book. And I think we got some people that got some blue bags coming to them.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see.
Thank you
Use
so
the
much.
discount code.
Yeah. So, D Raven, any other questions you guys got for our guest today?
No, thank you. I can't wait for Friday's drop.
Yeah.
All right.
To get into this new edition. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
Whether you're reading it digitally, whether you're reading it digitally or in print, we're so happy that you're reading the book. Please go back and read the first 3 issues as well. Enjoy them. If you don't have them, you can get them through the VV app, or you can buy them through our website, theaddiction.co. The easiest way to get it is the red blind bag, which I think is a really fun thing. And it also could be a great gift for friends. Yeah,
my friend has it on their Christmas wish list. So if anyone wants to contribute to that too.
By friend, you mean you?
What?
My friend.
My friend.
Just happens to have the same name as me.
So, again, guys, thank you so much for coming. Again, everybody, make sure you guys check them out. Like he said, dropping this Friday on the VV app digitally. And then if you're in Comic-Con in person, you can see these guys in person, New York Comic-Con. Check them out, their booth. They have these beautiful blind bags right here. And then, of course, you get the first of its kind BGC graded copy. Excited to see where the BGC goes from here. What other comics, there's just so many things. And like I said, David, giving your story making and developing all these different stories that touch people. And then Vincent, you connecting these collectors to these items. Like you're dealing with $1 million items in your other ventures, like Batman, Detective Comics number 27, really big things, and you're connecting them. And then you guys are bringing both of your passions together, where the story and the collectibles are merging, and you guys are creating this space that is just blooming, and it's very exciting, man. So definitely, everybody,
what
Mr.
Is that?
Oh yeah, what is it? Hold on.
We even have a
Is that a
cosmic cube.
collectible?
That's the cosmic cube from Captain America: The First Avenger.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I just had that one. It's a paperweight in my
It just had it laying around.
just chilling there. It's only
Toothpaste.
That's how I roll, baby. That's how I roll.
No, before you guys go, I really love that, a lot of people, when it's time for like a big event, that's when like they really come out and promote their product and stuff, which you guys are doing. But I feel like I've been seeing you just talking about the addiction year round. So it's not just like just for this event that's coming up. So that also shows like how passionate you are about this comic book and the story and the characters. Yes, go ahead. Oh, I thought you had this. You gonna say something?
I lost audio.
Oh, you're good.
I can't hear anybody.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all
Just
good.
Hold on a
it's all
second.
good. Just tell us all your secrets, all the alpha. It's all good.
It's all over right now.
It's all good.
All right, guys. If you guys want to
Think
stay
you
on,
got him.
Sorry,
if you
guys.
guys want to stay
Yeah.
on, you can. We're gonna close the show. So if you guys want to stay on, you can. If you guys want to need to leave, you can leave. Definitely, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it so much. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you both.
Thank you.
And now let's get into this giveaway.
I can't hear anything. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
hear
we
me?
hear.
Well, I can't hear anything else. David can answer any other questions, but I just want to say thank you to everybody out there, and thank you to our three lovely hosts. And come visit us at booth 3537 at New York Comic Con. We're going to have a great time this weekend, and we want you to be part of it.
Let's
Since you
go.
can hear me, I'll
Awesome.
stick around to say goodbye. But I also have a meeting I have to run to soon.
No, yeah, you guys are all good. You guys are all good. Thank you so much. You're good.
Thank you,
man.
David.
right.
Thank you, Vincent.
Thank you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dude, that was awesome. Man. That was freaking awesome.
I love that.
What man? See,
Great
And
combo.
and dude, that's
Yeah.
the difference, right? That's the difference between people that really believe in their product, and you get that from the story. I mean, like Raven and I, we were sitting there talking about it before the show starts. I still have so many questions.
Me too.
We didn't get to touch it, but it's because they have the passion and they're just talking about it and stuff like that. Now, what hoodie am I wearing?
It's
Oh,
so pure.
nobody knows. Oh man, you guys aren't up on K-pop Demon Hunter, dog.
Is that a shark?
What? I'm dirty.
Oh, la boop boop.
No, it's not Labu. It's therapy from.
I was like, it's a la boo boo. I don't know. I haven't watched that yet.
Oh man, don't watch
Oh,
it.
that's
Don't
good.
watch it. It's earworms. It'll get you. That can get you addicted. Okay, like I think the fever had something to do with the K-pop Demon Hunter being so popular. But yeah,
Guys,
no,
you
see, no.
Very-
Oh no! See, it's not furry. It's not furry. It's velour. Okay, I made sure it wasn't furry. You can't furry me.
Furry.
You can't furry me.
Polyester.
But yeah, man. Again, guys, make sure you guys are checking out everything that the Addiction is doing on their website, theaddiction.co. Really cool things. We have the blind bag. We have the code in there. I believe it's silver 9X4A27QT is still there in the chats. Make sure you guys are getting that to get your 90% discount, taking that $1,000 total to $100. Let's go.
Oh.
Yeah, let's run this giveaway. Make sure if you put in your hashtag addicted to collecting. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hide my screen. Stop that. Let's go. Oh, let me take off.
Let's take off the furry
Yeah.
fetish.
Oh, hey. I'm on my Deadpool Batman journey of collecting all
Show
the
us. Show us.
So I got a couple of more. All right, so I got the Flash Thor incentive there.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I finally got this in the Lobo and Spawn Punisher. Sorry, Lobo.
Oh,
and,
love that one.
yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
I really love this one. So I only got 6 more to go. 6 more to go.
Six
and
more to go.
They're all exclusive and all super expensive. So fun. Comic collecting, so much fun.
Addicted to collecting.
All
Yeah,
right.
that is dope with Lobo and
So
Punisher.
let's pull that up and run that givey.
All right, we got 14, and good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
All right, let's see who it's gonna be.
Who's it going to be?
Yo, of course. Congrats.
Majin, congratulations! Are you still here?
Oh, is Majin
did
still
he
here?
leave?
Oh, maybe we defeated him. We defeat him with 90-minute shows. 90-minute shows and duck races.
Majin, can you hear us?
Giving you
Oh,
2
I think
seconds.
we got him. I think we got
1,
him.
2.
I got him.
Majin,
He's not here.
I'm giving you a chance, bro.
We defeated him together. No,
Cap.
yeah.
He was in here earlier.
He was in here earlier, but you gotta be in here.
Are you here still, Majin?
We'll give
If
30
not,
more
we're going
seconds.
to re-roll.
Give it 30 more.
Do your
seconds.
due diligence and don't answer. Ronnie, move along quickly.
If you're here, Majin, you can answer, bro. It's okay, bro.
Okay, are we re-rolling?
All right. It looks like we're gonna do the re-roll.
All right, re-rolling. Good luck.
Let's go re-roll.
Good luck, good
Majin,
luck.
if you are here, we'll get you something different. We'll figure it.
Yeah. Bum,
Washington.
bum. Hey,
Oh,
emoji!
Uh-oh.
Congrats and happy birthday!
There's emoji here.
Is Emoji's birthday?
Are you
today?
here? Yeah, it's Emoji's birthday.
What?
Happy
Let's go.
birthday.
Libra, get it?
That's cool because
You
I
ready?
was on the Oasis and I won that giveaway. So if he's here, come on, let us know you're here, man. You get a birthday giveaway.
Oh no, Emoji's.
He's
Oh.
gone now. Reroll. Come on.
Do we? All right. I'm gonna ask the chat. I'm gonna ask the chat collectively. Okay, collectively, because it's his birthday, are we giving him a pass? Are we gonna give him a pass?
Well,
or not?
someone's gonna be like, rules are rules.
That's why I'm asking. I'm asking the chat. Okay, do we give it to Emoji because it's his birthday, or we re-roll? I need 3.
I mean,
Yeah.
we'll need to see his birth certificate
All right,
to
we
prove
have
it.
one.
so.
Shacer says no. We get 3 no's. We re-roll.
We get Hirono, you should give it to him. 3rd time's a charm. No mercy. Cobra Kai.
No. You know what? Mahalo Joel is right. Emoji is very big stickler on rules, so we have to re-roll. That's a final answer. You're right. Re-roll.
Reroll. Okay. 3rd time's
Number
a
3.
charm. Good luck.
Number
Good
3.
luck. Good luck. Bam, 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 bam,
Sweep
bam,
the
bam, bam.
leg.
Sven, are you here? Well, he was.
Yeah, he just typed, so I'd say yes.
Hell no pass. Sven. Straight first.
Sven.
Yeah, he's here.
There
Sven,
you
let's
go.
go.
It's
Winning
mine.
Winning times. Let's go.
Congrats, Sven. I'm
Congrats,
dabbing for
Sven.
you.
Congrats, Fizz.
Dab.
Make sure you get in contact with my collectible. Oh no, sorry, Flexi or On My Way, and they'll get into you. If you cannot get in contact with them, get in contact with us, and we'll make sure you get your prize. Wow, what an episode, guys! What an
Nice.
episode!
So
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Great stories.
I love interviews like that because you don't have to ask questions when people are passionate. They
It
talk.
just flows.
Just talk. Yeah, it
Nice.
flows. So yeah, Raven, take it away.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. You have been listening to Virtual Radio.
Where we collect big.
Dream bigger.
And
And
we'll
we'll
see
see you
you next
time.
one day, guys.
The virtual radio where the fandom grows with D1 and only Raven, the biggest bro. We dive into comics from pages to screens, comics and cultures like you have never seen. Get ready, kick back and enjoy the show. This is virtual radio.